Hello guys! Hope you're having a nice week full of pre-orders, deliveries, and all that good stuff. I'm Gerardo from Watchman Collectibles, and as you can see today, we are together to do an unboxing this time of one of the pieces that I have been waiting for the most. In this case, we have Zoro from Restart Studio, which it was one of the pieces that really caught my attention on Zoro. Because of the hacky effects and the fact that we can change from the Asura form. So I'm really excited to see how it turns out in reality and the quality, and you all know that. And so without anything else, I think that we can get started and start unboxing this amazing piece. So come with me. Okay guys, so freshly out of the brown box. So as you can see, this one is one of my few pieces that is packed horizontally instead of vertically completely, which is, not good or bad, it's just different. And the box, it looks quite cool. It comes with a lot of art elements, like the name of Zoro in Japanese here. I know to read a little bit of Japanese. Some of the renders and images of the piece itself, and so far it looks really cool packaged. I don't see any flaws or any defects. So I think we can get to the nicest and funniest part of this whole show, that is to start unpacking it and checking out how the piece will actually look like. So come with me guys. Guys, so fresh out of the art box. So first comments on this is that the packaging looks well. It doesn't come with any damage so far, so that's also already something good. On the type of packaging they use, you know that I usually prefer the softer version of this. I don't know if in your countries it's called Unicell, polyethylene, I don't know, but the softer version of this material. And basically, it usually protects the statue better. So so far it doesn't seem to have any problem, but let's just see in the final pieces of the statue. And second comment on the packaging so far is that usually you know that I prefer when this is actually a belt that you can reuse and not the tape. In any case, I think it's good, no further comments on that. So from what I see, this is composed in a 3-layer base or 2-layer, however you want to call it. And if we take the first layer off, in this first part, as you can see, we have basically all the hacky and energy elements for Zoro, as well, and all the swords. And we have the swords with the hacky effects. We have all the faces of Zoro, which so far, from what I see, I think we'll need to take this one, but let's go ahead. Okay, perfect. Try not to break anything. Wow. They look pretty amazing. The head sculpt in Zoro is really nice. I actually really appreciate the effect and the texture that they put on the head bandana. So that looks pretty neat. And something that I want to comment also is that everything looks really nicely packed. Everything looks ordered. We don't have pieces that you think that they just put there because they didn't have any more space. So that's actually really good. So let me just take this one off and I'll show you the next layer, guys. So come with me. Perfect guys, so once that I show you the first layer of this whole packaging, so on the second layer, as I was mentioning, basically we will find the base of Zoro, some of the more heavier components usually they put in the last layer, and basically the torso of Zoro, which is so far looking amazing. So I'll try to take this delicately so that I don't break anything. But if you see, this is for the Asura attack posing composition. Everything looks quite neat. So far I'm quite pleased with how this one turned out. As you know, there are two versions of the same statue. So one that has the green clothing, and then one that has the black clothing from the Wano arc. Personally, I wanted to go with something more classic for Zoro, so I took the green version one. And so far I'm not regretting my decision because it looks quite cool, So and maybe just to comment, I think this one will be a nice one. So this one, I'll just try to take it out without breaking anything. Okay, perfect. This one is actually the stand for the bust or the second part of Zoro when you're using it. And to be honest, I was expecting it to be quite smaller, I was expecting it to be this size, and then you just put the bust, for example Tempo did with the Goku Ultra Instinct that I have. This one is actually quite cool, and it's actually a nice piece itself, you know, like it has all of the previous enemies of Zoro, you know, like kind of in the more last leap vibe. But no, looks super cool, and I'm actually impressed with how everything is turning out so far. So without anything else, you know what's next. Let's start assembling the statue, and I'll show you how the final product looks. So come with me. Guys, so I hope you enjoy the pictures, close-up, assembly video, etc. I am really hyped from the figure I just assembled, and yeah, as you can see, Zoro looks impressive. Like, I was expecting a lot from Restart Studio, but like they really topped my expectations. So before actually going to the review of Zoro, just want to point out a little bit of comments. So first is that well, the packaging, as I was mentioning, took a toll on the whole process, and I must say that I took an enormous time cleaning like the little pieces of the white unicell thingy, and they stick in all the pieces almost, so it was a little bit hard to take away and to clean, like for you like not to see everything sort of covered in white. It would look like he was covered in snow. But yeah, like first of all, this comment about the packaging, I think they could have done a better job with the material they used. Yeah, it was a little bit like tricky to take out. Second, my statue came with two minor breaks. So first one in this, I don't even know how to call them. It's like the, well, you see in the screen, like with a more close-up, it's like the, yeah, like, I don't know how Zoro will like clink his clothing. Two of them came like just in another container in the packaging, and I mean, it's not even that they were broke, it's just like the glue came out and they just like fall off. So yeah, it was a little bit tricky to put them back together, but well, as you can see, it's something that I could fix. And second, it's just that one of these small effect parts also came with a little bit of broken part. But to be honest, in reality, I cannot even see it, you know, so I think I was more bummed out about this one. But well, in any case, taking those two aside, I must say that it's a really impressive sort of figure. Putting him together is not as tricky as I would have expected. Like, the magnets hold pretty well together in all the pieces and in all the composition. He's not as heavy as he might see because he's a big statue. The swords all come with a magnet to actually hold together to the hand, which is something that I really appreciated. All of them, like the haki swords, the normal swords. This part right here, like I'll just turn it off so that you can see a little bit better. This part of the swords right here is a little bit tricky to put together. Like, I actually spent a lot of time trying to place it out correctly. As of right now, I don't know if it was the best or the right way to put it, but it looks cool, so I guess it's fine for me. So just a comment on that one. And other than this, like, the pieces, I think they're like not that hard to put together. One other comment that I have, to be honest, is that I really enjoy this base for the second bust. I know I saw it when I pre-ordered the figure, but to be honest, I was not surprised when I did it, and right now it looks pretty cool, you know, like just as a comparison, look, I have my POP Max, I think it's called Sailing Back Together or something, from Mega House, which is also a statue that I really like a lot, and it was my to-go Zoro like a couple of years ago. Just compare this size to only the bust that this statue comes to. Like, it's humongous. And yeah, you know, like I'm just quite impressed on how they did it, and it looks really cool, to be honest. So this one still right here is one of my favorites, but well, not the topic of today. The haki effects look impressive. I really like how they turn out. Like the whole haki Zoro bust is like really on top. And if we go to the Ashura one, I really enjoy how it turned out. Like, Ashura is not my favorite version of Zoro, if I must say, but this one is looking really nice. And also I really like the whole, you know, like red eye that you will see in the screen with more details that they put in each one of the heads. It's a little bit tricky to place the heads, as you know, there are three and they are kind of like super close together, but well, in the end it's nothing impossible to do, and in my experience with other pieces it's not something, you know, like out of the ordinary in terms of complexity. I mean, other than this, like I'm really impressed. I think it's really one of my favorite figures. I think that I say this in every one of my videos, but like, it's just that all the pieces that I ordered turned out to be you know, like what I expected, and like, well, there's a reason why I ordered. So no, like, I think it's a really nice piece, one of the best Zoro out there in my opinion, and I really enjoy the fact that you can take out and swap the boost, you know, like it's a humongous piece also. Like Zoro is done like completely in the right way. I really like the face sculpt, and you know, like we have like the certificate of authenticity. We actually, before I forget, we have an extra sword that come out like with the piece, like is the previous Shisui sword, you know, from Zoro, and it even comes with like the cover, like the for the sword. I think it's more of a gift because I don't see where I can put it. Maybe I am missing something. Maybe you can just like switch out one of the swords, but well, I think it was a cool gift. And just to mention, you know, that it also comes with like the different batteries like this to put into the head. So like, you just take like the bandana out of the head and like put them. You just need to screw it a little bit, and then you will have your eyes turning red in a couple of seconds. So like, not a lot of science. And guys, like what else to say, like quite impressed with this piece. If you still have the opportunity to order, I would definitely you know, like suggest to do it. They have also coming white beer in the next couple of figures, so like I think Restart is turning out to be a really cool studio. And just reminding you like to subscribe to my channel. I have more status coming, I have more content coming. I will start doing different type of videos, you know, like to make it a little bit more diverse. And also follow me on Instagram, as I will be putting a lot of cool stuff, including the high definition pictures of this statue in the next couple of days, and well, a lot more of surprises and content. So guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.